Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks, and today we have a correlated Counter-Strike play for tomorrow. This is going to be a Wednesday play, but first of all, I want to go over some of the slips that I gave out on Winnable and the free play that I gave out yesterday. So here is the free play that I gave out on YouTube. Overall, we had a pretty good day. Every slip besides one that I gave out at least went 4 out of 6. I did see a couple comments out there that my LNZ play was bad. To me personally, I think it's a little funny that people come at me after the fact that he went over. So I feel like if you don't like the play, you should probably initially say it in the comments because it's really easy to say it after the fact. But I'm not saying I'm any sort of genius when it comes to Counter-Strike, but what I have been doing in the past is I do EV positive betting, I do correlated betting, and I think y'all at least kind of understand the thought process that I have, and it's fine. I'm not forcing anyone to make any of the plays. I'm just making them, and I'm coming out here and giving people out there that want to tail my play or follow them on Winnable. It's completely fine, but I feel if you're just putting a negative comment out there, then like, what are you doing? Why are you here? And you know, I don't want that part in the community, right? I feel like I can obviously become a better gambler every day. I try to do that. I put out there that I'm trying to improve all the time, but I've had a process that I've been doing through the past 3 years. And so I'm going to continue that process because I'm up, and like I said, in the past 3 years, I'm up 500 units. And so sure, there are going to be a couple times that maybe I place a bad bet, whatever, and I don't know everything about Counter-Strike. But when I was looking at other books, I was seeing this LNZ guy's line at more like 22 and a half or 23. So I feel like this was a question out there, like, how do I come up with these, which player on the teams? And what I am doing is I'm basically comparing them to other books, right? So if I see like parlay play out there, or if I see underdog, or think of it as other players like a basketball player or something. If you see LeBron's rebounds at maybe 7.5 at one book, and then on PrizePicks you're seeing it at 8.5, then you're going to want to take the under because you have those slight advantages. And so, yeah, sure, I don't know absolutely everything about Counter-Strike. League of Legends is probably more of a game that I have a lot more knowledge on. But at the end of the day, if I'm seeing LNZ's line showing at more like 22, then I'm going to take the less at 24.5. And that's how I kind of came up with the play. And sure, LNZ, I think he had maybe 20 or 18 kills in the first map. I don't really know because I work a full-time job. But basically what I'm doing is I'm number crunching and I'm comparing between books. And that's how I was able to come up with this slip, right? And still, I still went 4 out of 6. And I feel I just want to say like two things. One, I'm not forcing anyone to take these plays. Like, these are under your discretion. If you believe that LNZ were to go over, then feel free to take the over. But I feel as if the comments came to my YouTube video after the video. So it's once again, it's very easy for me to see that people are coming at me after I lost the play, right? So if you don't think that this is a good play, then I feel like you should say it initially from when the video starts. And even if I did bet on LNZ over on this particular play, I still would have missed, because if I went over on him and glowing, then I would have went 1 for 1 also. And still, at the end of the day, this slip ended up winning $16, so I did go 4 out of 6. And so I was hitting 4 of 6 of the other plays, right? So we did see correlation here. I did see a comment that this was a bad play also, but he ended up getting 31 kills, and then I paired him up with Adam S., who got 40 kills, right? Here are a couple other plays that I posted on Winnable. Once again, I think I had 5 or 6 plays that I ended up posting throughout the entire day, and maybe one only didn't hit at least 4 out of 6. The other ones, I had 3 5 out of 6 plays, I think 2 that went 4 out of 6, and then 1 that didn't end up hitting. Don't know exactly, maybe 3 out of 6, whatever. But here was another play that I gave it on the Winnable, right? So once again, we do correlated betting here. I think most of y'all kind of understand where that's coming from. I feel like the main question is that you just don't understand how I'm coming up with the players. So I feel like I tried to answer that. Like I said, I look at other sports books, see what their lines are, and I'm taking the more if you're getting value when it comes to, prize picks. So we got the correlation here. We missed on this one, and then we had a DNP here, but I'm assuming this actually probably would have went less on this play because I believe this was kind of a stomp, but it is what it is. We would have won 2x our money anyways. And here was another play that I ended up giving out as well. We had Moores all across the board, and just one guy didn't hit. He was 5 kills away. But otherwise, we had guys all stomping their lines on the Moore, especially up here, Bleed and Passion. So his was 24.5. He got 40, and then 27.5. He got 36. So 5 out of 6. We're still waiting once again for that 6 out of 6. We didn't end up hitting. I'm being open to y'all that we didn't hit a 6 out of 6 when it comes to March, but we're still waiting to hit that. We did hit it back in February. We've had a ton of 5 out of 6s, maybe 10 slips in the past week that have hit 5 out of 6. So we're still getting our money back on these plays and allowing us to keep attempting for that 6 out of 6 is what we're looking at here. So here's our Real Friends community. We started our Real Friends in Football community, or started our Real Friends in Football channel 2 years ago. We have 33.3K subscribers, and then so now that the Super Bowl has ended, we decided to start a RFF Picks channel because we really are passionate about gambling. If you can see below, I've talked about it earlier in the video. I'm up 500 units. I'm following a like a movement. I've figured out how I've been winning, and I've been logging every single bet into Action Network. And but besides the huge parlays that I post on PrizePicks, these are more the EV plays, but I do have correlated plays as well. So I have a 7% ROI, 7,000 bets across, and I've followed suit on every play. I haven't changed what I'm doing. I just continue to do it, and you see I'm up in the long run. And so sure, I might miss, I might be on the wrong side on one play, whatever, but I'm still trusting the process throughout the entire time. And so that's what made us start this YouTube channel, and I feel like I'm just trying to kind of answer the hate messages, I guess, that I've gotten in the comments. But still, even though that one guy, LNZ, there are a couple comments out there saying that I missed that, at the end of the day, I still went positive throughout the whole thing, right? So you see it right here on Action Network. Like, I have over 7,000 bets that I've placed. And sure, there are going to be a couple times where you lose and you get in these slumps or whatever, but I'm still going upwards and I'm following the trend of what I've been doing. And so I don't know. I feel if you're a heavy Counter-Strike watcher and you completely know what all these guys' kills get and how they do and whatever, then that's fine. Like, once again, I'm not forcing anyone to make bets. I'm placing them myself. And so I created a YouTube channel to try to help people or share the bets that I'm making. So no one's forcing you to make any bets. You don't have to come to the YouTube channel. If you don't want to, that's fine. That's just how it is. And that's how I view it. So here's our Winnable, and like I had said before, I posted a few of those plays earlier on the Winnable. I think I gave 6 plays out. I had the one free plan on the YouTube channel that I posted at the first slide that ended up going 4 out of 6. So what this is it's kind of a social media for gambling, kind of like a Twitter feed. And so you can sign up for or subscribe to some of the creators out there that post their picks. So the free plan is going to be $0, completely free. Get one free play every day, and those are basically going to be the plays that we post on YouTube. I have posted some plays on Taco Tuesday already. So usually on Tuesdays or kind of for Flex Friday, I'll go out and give a couple additional free plays as well. And our MVP plan is going to be every single play that me and Miles pick individually. So my comrade Miles, he's another one that kind of works on the channel. We both do the same thing. We do correlated, we do EV betting. So every play that we are posting has some sort of math to it. It's brain over heart. It's all calculated. Like you see in the previous posts, we do correlated betting, right? So if you want to sign up for that, though, it's going to be $150 a month, $50 a week, and type in code RFF at the checkout, and you get a complete free month. So take advantage of that, and then feel free to cancel. It's completely fine. We're not forcing anyone to do that. Like I said, it's kind of a passion of mine to gamble. And as you see before in the previous slide, I went 500 units in the past 3 years. I've been doing it for 13 years. And YouTube is also a huge passion of mine as well. So I just feel like if I'm going to make these plays, I might as well share them through 2 people. And if you don't want to tail, then you don't have to tail. And I feel like if you're going to write hate messages to me, you're kind of just wasting your time, and you're just not, like, I don't know why you're here, like, if you're not going to tail it. So whatever. So here is going to be the play for Wednesday. So we have we have three sets of guys here, right? So we have this game, Ninjas of Pajamas is playing Sampy. We have 9 Pandas going against Eyeballers, and then Paravision is going against Space. So what we want here on the top 2 games, this game and this game, we want these to be long, drawn-out matches between the 2 teams, right? Or these teams and these teams. So you can see them before, like in the previous slips that I gave out. Like, some of those games get long, drawn out. They go like 24 games within the map. And so the more maps, the more opportunities for kills. Or not maps, sorry. The more games, the more opportunities for kills, right? So if these games go in long, drawn out, then these players are going to have way more opportunities. So that's what we're doing for these. And then at the bottom, we're taking the less here. So we're kind of expecting a stomp between Paravision and Space. And so there's hopefully not going to be a lot of kills in this map, right? So the best way that I can describe it, because I am more of like a football guy, I do like esports. I'm playing video games all the time. I've been following the League of Legends and Counter-Strike scene for like as long as I can remember, basically since high school. And so I'm more of like a football person, so football is easier for me to explain it. And so, we have that quarterback throwing to his receiver, right? And then we have their opponent who they're playing against. That quarterback is throwing to their receiver. So when you have that, when the quarterback is getting yards, and if you think about it, there's correlation, right? Because that's their quarterback and the receiver, there's correlation. So when Patrick Mahomes throws a 60-yard pass to Travis Kelce, then both Patrick Mahomes and Kelce are both getting passing and receiving yards. Like, if we had an entry combined with Mahomes and Kelce, they're both going to go up at the same exact time. And so I feel like a lot of times you see a lot of people out there posting PrizePicks slips that don't make any sense. They have like an NHL play, they have a college basketball, they have MLB, whatever. And so there's not a lot. It's just all coin flips. And so these normally aren't going to be coin flips because we are pairing up guys in the same game together. So if the game it goes a certain way, then we can kind of predict what each player is going to do, right? So it's same as football. There's like a huge shootout between maybe Patrick Mahomes and the Chargers, a divisional game, to where Herbert is kind of throwing a bunch, and then that will kind of put pressure on the other team, like Patrick Mahomes, to also throw the ball a lot, right? So you can kind of predict, and we see it all the time, to where there are games in the NFL to where there's just a complete shootout passing fest and a bunch of points scored. We see that like multiple times a week. And so that's going to be the play. So go ahead and screenshot that. And like I said, if you don't want to tail on a certain game or whatever, then you feel free to do what you want. But just from what I'm telling you, make sure to pair up guys like here, here, and here, right? So these are kind of like 3 separate plays within one play, right? So that's kind of what we're looking for here. We have play, play, play. So that is going to be the play of the day. Sorry for my rant. I just wanted to vocalize what I've just been reading in the comments. And so that's kind of, I hope I kind of explained how I come up with the plays every day. Like I said, I'm kind of looking at what other books are pricing these guys. And so we want to have an advantage, right? So if someone walked up to me and told me, hey, I'll give you LeBron to go over 7.5 when his line is maybe at 8.5 on other books, I'd always take that line because other books are looking at his line at closer to 8.5. So if you're able to get that 1 point or that 1 rebound, then you get an advantage. Or maybe say you're playing roulette, right? And someone walks over to you and said, hey, I'll give you 55% chance on black and 45% chance on red. You'll sit there all day betting on black as much as you can because you know the odds are in your favor. So that's kind of how I look at each of these slips that I give out. Sure, not every single one is going to win, but we have slight mini advantages throughout every single slip that we make. So that is going to be the play. That is a 15-minute video, and I spent a lot of time on this one, but that's going to be the play of the day. Thank you all for all of the positive comments and all the people that have subscribed to the channel, like the channel, comment, and are on the Winnable. And so that is going to be the play, and I will see y'all tomorrow.